The sponsor for today's episode is Be The Visionary, the creative agency that brings any and all your ideas to life. Head over to Be The Visionary on Instagram and YouTube to get a head start on your next creative project and check out their work. Their jaw-dropping designs will amaze you, just like they did me. Start creating today. Welcome back to episode 8 of I Took the Risk. I'm your host, Corey Bishop, and here we have Mr. Brandon Savage, a very special guest today, a creative director and a graphic designer. So, tell us who Brandon Savage is.
I am the owner of a creative agency called Be The Visionary,
Okay.
where I work with a bunch of different creatives from the likes of artists to anything. So with that, I also have a YouTube channel that coexists with the creative agency where I teach just young designers or anyone that wants to learn Photoshop or any of the other design suites.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from all of that, I also have a clothing line called The Common Hero where I sell clothes. It's a streetwear brand, so yeah.
Okay. That's dope, man. I know we didn't get a chance to talk about that off camera, but I want to hear a little bit more. You have any siblings or anything like that? Where you from?
So yeah, I'm from Yonkers, New York.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have 3 siblings.
Okay.
And it's kind of crazy because we all have a special ability in a sense. So I do graphic design. My older brother, he's a photographer. My sister, she's into real estate. And my brother, he's like a super producer. He produces songs. He's an artist. So we all have something special that we all do.
That's dope, man. To have a family full of creatives, man. So I know, I know Thanksgiving, y'all be bouncing ideas all
we like
over
the modern day Wayne's family.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Because they all are good at doing something.
Exactly.
And then they branch out into doing something else. That's cool, man.
Exactly.
What's the story behind how you started the Photoshop and designing?
So that's actually a long story. So just growing up in a single parent household, I feel like I got the best of both worlds. Like my dad was still around and my mom, she did whatever she had to do to make sure we were just busy in a sense. So she got us a computer. And my older brother, he was just always on the computer all the time, just getting into everything. And this was like MySpace days. I don't know if you guys were around.
I remember.
So that was just like an evolution in itself. He would always change his profile pictures to something just cool. Like he was just messing with the program. So just me being the little brother that I am, I always wanted to like follow in his footsteps. I asked him, how does he do it? He was doing my pictures. But I was trying to take pictures every day.
Okay.
So he said, look, this is the last time I'm doing it. I'm going to show you how to do it. And after that, you on your own. So once he showed me, I literally just started messing with the program and didn't look back since then.
That's what's up, man. So he kind of gave you the blueprint and then you just took it and ran with it.
Exactly.
So you kind of talked about being always busy, staying busy, and you touched on your mom and dad a little bit. Are you a first generation entrepreneur?
I'm actually not. So my dad, he actually is a owner of an electrical company. So just being able to go with him on weekends and work, he taught us the value of money and hard work. So it definitely put me in the game as an entrepreneur.
Absolutely, man. That definitely should translate between generations, as the question said, man. So what motivates you to do what you do? I know you said all your family is entrepreneurs. So like, do y'all compete? Is it like a little competition? So where's the motivation come from?
We definitely do motivate each other.
Okay.
It is very competitive. It was rather very competitive growing up, but it still is. But my motivation comes from just my goals. Just not ever being satisfied with where I am. Always wanting more. Just always being hungry. So that literally is what drives me every day.
Yo, that's dope because staying hungry is what's gonna keep you motivated. Might get you that next opportunity. Whether it's somebody that don't want to do it, there's always somebody that will. So staying hungry is definitely a key point for entrepreneurs in general. Sure. It's kind of like who would you like to work with, dead or alive, when it comes to doing your work, graphic design or just creating in general?
Wow, that's a great question. So funny thing is I actually did get to work with a lot of people that were already on my list, but one person would definitely have to be Michael Jackson. Just the way that he just changed the world from literally as a kid to his late 50s. Literally, never had any like off years or whatever. Like still just dominated. So just to be in a room with him to just create, I just want to see how his brain works and just like how his wheels turn.
Yo, man, that's listen, man, I like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Thriller.
See, like, and it was crazy because I was having a conversation with somebody about who has the best video, or what video is the best, Thriller or Remember the Time. And it was crazy.
Definitely Thriller. Thriller was like a short film.
Yeah, and that's what the feedback I was getting was they were like, yo, Thriller is just like that. Like, this is it. And I was like, nah. Like, Remember the Time definitely has some big time celebrities in it. Like,
but you also have to think of it as when Thriller came out, there was nothing really to compare that to in a sense. Like, that was probably like the first of its kind video. I wasn't really around, but.
Yeah, man. Well, all right, okay. I'll give Thriller the notch, man. So, celebrities. How did you start working with them and getting your name out?
So just always focus on building my clientele. Okay. A lot of people always said in the entrepreneurial like field that it's always about who you know. Mm-hmm. But I don't really agree with that. I think it is a little bit who you know, but it's also how you treat them.
Absolutely.
So I feel like every customer that I've had, I've always tried to give them the best experience ever, whether it be a little minor tweak that I'm doing or a whole project. So with that being said, I literally would just write in my notes a script. It said, hey, whoever, and then it was a blank. My name is Brandon Savage. I'm a graphic designer. If you ever need my work, hit me up. Mm-hmm. And literally I would just go down my Instagram list to people that you would probably laugh that I sent it to. Mm-hmm. Drake, Migos, everybody. Okay. And then I stumbled upon Quincy, and like he recently just shot a video at the time that really caught my interest. It was like he was on live shooting a video, and I just never seen that before. So I literally sent him that message, and lo and behold, he wrote me back, and we've been working together since then. So we built a cool friendship too.
Oh, that's what's up, man. For those that might not know who Quincy is, could you just let them know who he is?
So Quincy Brown is a talented model / musician / actor. He's starring in 50 Cent's new show. It's a spinoff of Power. Okay. So it's Raising Kanan. So he plays a dope role in that. Definitely should check it out.
I will, man. Couldn't get into Power, but I'm hearing a lot. I'm hearing a lot of good things. So I'll try. Get into it. I'll definitely try. I heard it's like The Wire. So
see, I never seen The Wire.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's kind of maybe pivot a little bit to your agency. What are future plans you have for your agency?
So just touching back on just meeting Quincy, just also building relationships. His manager at the time, Eli Maroon, is a monumental person in my life at the moment. Him and Jordan Stern, which they're both partners. They own a company called Great Space Group, and they just do it all. So they always told me to just be keen on building relationships, no matter what it is, like whoever it is, or whether their job is small or big. Keep that relationship and nurture it, because you never know. Just based on everything that they taught me, I just want to grow my agency as much as possible, like be able to have a gang of different designers or videographers, whatever it is, to just take over different artists' creative, whether it be for albums, music videos, anything.
That's dope, man. So you want to have like, kind of in a sense, a creative hub for artists and creatives like yourself to come and just come do their thing.
Creative community.
Okay, so the hoodie, you mentioned it a little earlier, Common Hero. How did it start, and is there a message behind it?
There definitely is a message behind it. It started off in high school. Me mentioning before, growing up in a single parent household with 3 siblings, we weren't able to get everything that we wanted. Like there were some kids that would get new sneakers every week. We always had what we needed, but we never complained. So just looking around, I didn't want to dress like everybody else, and I knew I had a creative gift to design. So I came up with the idea to come up with a brand, and in high school, I didn't have enough money to make shirts yet. So me and my brother got together and we started selling pins. So at the time, jean jackets were in. So we would sell pins to our high school kids, to our high school classmates for $1. And literally I would go home with $300 in my pocket. Meanwhile, at the time, I didn't really know how to spend my money or save it, but
Right.
I was still learning. But still, just to be able to make money at school and definitely inspire other people was huge for me.
Definitely, man. Absolutely. I like to, see school as a entrepreneur's starting ground in a sense, because you have a big population of people that may like a bunch of different things, so you can tap into whatever it is, and you're always going to get feedback whether you like it or not.
Yeah, no, they're going to tell you like it is.
Yeah, so I definitely think high school is a great starting point for anybody that wants to pursue entrepreneurship.
For sure.
So do you have any tips or advice you can give to young designers that would like to grow, or other creatives that want to grow in the space where they're at?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes we talked about it a little bit before off camera. Sometimes as being a creative, it's sort of hard because you're always different. Some people might be good at basketball or whatever, but you always feel different because you're sort of off to the side or just in your own lane. So I would just always say, stay true to yourself, no matter if you're different or not, because soon it's all going to make sense.
Absolutely. Before we wrap up, I know we talked off camera about you liking sports and playing basketball and stuff like that. And I saw on your Instagram that you work with the Crew League. What is that? How did you get into it or start working with them?
So as I mentioned before, two monumental people in my life, Eli Maroon and Jordan Stern, they came up with the idea during the pandemic to sort of get people together and play basketball, use sports to kind of just outreach. So in a sense, what it is a group of entertainers. It was a group of rappers going head to head against each other and battling for $100,000. Each year is something different, but they go head to head, and it is pretty cool. Definitely should check it out.
That's dope. I'll definitely look at it, man. So with the money, is it like a charitable thing, or is it just all right? We about to play for
yeah. So with the $100K, I believe 50% of it is charitable.
Okay.
And they get to keep the rest, but
that's what's up.
It always changes. So
yeah, okay, that's what's up, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think you said y'all are on season 3.
Yep, we're heading into season 3.
Oh man, so that means I'm 2 seasons behind, so I gotta catch up.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, so it was great talking to you, great conversation. But before we go, could you let our viewers know where they can find you at?
So you can find me a couple places. My Instagram account for my design creative agency is @BeTheVisionary, and my personal Instagram is Brandon Sav. So Brandon SAV.
Okay. Man, thank you again, man. This was an awesome conversation, and I can't wait to check out the Crew League. Can't wait to check out Raising Canaan, and maybe even Power. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely will stay tuned, man. And again, thanks for stopping by.
Anytime.
All right.